You guys are live.
Good morning, everyone. Welcome back. All right. A little quicker here. A little quicker on the laptop.
Is it? Your new one?
Hi, Dad.
Hi, Ace. There is glitter. Everywhere. Glitter.
Oh, I know. I'm like, why do they have to do glitter on everything?
Because it's pretty.
No,
I like it. I like glitter. I don't care.
There's still more to do.
Oh, yeah.
We'll get our lights out and our garland and all of our trees.
Good morning, James. Mr. Maloney.
Oh, hey, James.
Hi, helping hands of Yuma. they're watching.
Wait, over there and over here. I don't know if that's you or Amy.
That would be Amy.
Good
I'm
morning,
like, she's
Amy.
multitasking over there.
Wow.
All right, we ready?
Welcome to Today in Yuma. I'm Jennifer Blackwell.
And I'm Teresa Straub.
We are back and we are live here on Z93, Outlaw Country, MonsterMediaYuma.com. And as always, you can follow us on Facebook Live, courtesy of FTS Automotive. Just go to my page. It's a personal page, but it's open to the public. And then we also share the link on the station page if you do prefer to watch it that way.
Yes, and we encourage you to do so. You know, there is a lot that goes on behind the scenes, and sometimes you may be in your vehicle and you may have missed a chance to write down some information. If you always go back to the Facebook Live feed, either on Jennifer's page, or you can go to MonsterMediaYuma.com and click on the Today in Yuma tab, and there you'll find the day's feed. It's usually there for about 24 hours.
And one of the examples of something you might not actually hear over the radio, when we go to break, sometimes the Facebook Live people have questions for our guests that are answered right then in real time.
Yeah.
So it gives you an opportunity to maybe there wasn't something we got to, but it was an important question that you also had, but thought, oh, darn, the interview's over, but it still might be possible. And if you do have a question and we did not get to it, by all means, send it to us, because we can always reach out to our guests and find that information out for you.
Yes, and we want to say good morning to all of our viewers so far. James Monty and Helping Hands of Yuma is watching, because we have Carol in today. And Lisa says hello. Good morning, Lisa. And Amy Grace, good morning to all of you.
That's right. We have Carol Brown with Helping Hands of Yuma. Their mega yard sale is coming up later this week. And then we have the Ghouls Car Show folks coming in. They have an event also.
Yes, they have an event coming up, and they're going to give us all the details about what's going on.
All right, we're going to start right off the bat. We want to let you know we're opening up the Z text line. We have a contest today. All you need to do is text the keyword Lotus, Lotus, to the Monster message line at 928-343-0993. Just text that keyword, no emojis, no signatures, just LOTUS by 11 a.m. We have a $50 Lotus Stay Spa and Salon gift certificate to give away.
Yes, and don't forget, you can text as many times as you like. We ask you that you text responsibly. And we also have a couple other giveaways going on throughout the week. I know our Taco Tuesday is coming up.
Right. If you go to our website at monstermediayuma.com, you can click on the contest page, and we have information there. Tomorrow is Taco Tuesday, and that's brought to you by Tacos and Beer. We have a keyword for that also. It's taco, T-A-C-O. And we also spell that. People think, yeah, I know how to spell taco, but Tacos and Beer has a K in it.
Yeah, they spell it a little different.
So we're keeping the traditional spelling for this, and you can enter to win pretty much dinner and lunch for two. It's good for 3 tacos and 1 non-alcoholic beverage, each for 2 people, valued up to $23 at Tacos and Beer. Just text that keyword taco. Again, that's 928-343-0993. Then on Wednesday, we'll have Anita, our WTF lady, and you can enter to win a Bare Naked Soap Co giveaway on her page. And then for Foodielicious Friday, our sponsor for that is 251
Twisted Kitchen.
That's downtown. It's the Yuma's original Twisted Kitchen, and we also have a gift certificate from there. So go to Janice's Foodielicious page. Lots of opportunities for you to win.
Always lots of opportunities.
Great prizes.
Yeah.
Now, how was your Thanksgiving? We had a little bit of a vacation here.
Yes, we did. It was a lot of fun. I was filled with lots of family, and we spent Thanksgiving. I'm thinking Christmas because we have our decorations up already. But we spent Thanksgiving at my grandmother's house, and there was about 30 of us. But it worked out really nice. My auntie came in from out of town, and my uncle actually surprised her from Hawaii. They surprised my grandma.
Oh, sweet.
She didn't know that they were coming, so we had them here as well. And then we also went over to my dad's house. And I cook a turkey generally at home just so that we have leftovers at home, and I'll be making turkey tacos and enchiladas and all that good stuff for the rest of the week.
I'll take a small serving of turkey enchiladas.
Okay,
if you don't
sounds
mind.
good.
I didn't bring any leftover turkey home. It was a bit of a drive to transport. No.
Yeah, that is.
And
it is.
I want to thank you so much because Jason and I left on Wednesday. We had an appointment in Phoenix later in the afternoon, and we were on the 60 headed east and about 4 miles outside of Miami. It's Miami, Superior, Miami, then Globe. And we came across an accident. And I was in a spot, I had no internet service. I could text or call. And I tried, when I have questions myself if I'm traveling, I'll pull up ADOT's Twitter.
I was never following them until you told you texted me and said, "Can you find out what's going on? This is where I'm at." And so I looked, and there was nothing posted, and so I actually tweeted to them, and within minutes they responded. I follow them now. I'm like, shoot, if I'm traveling, this is the best thing to do.
They do respond quickly. I think I actually turn off the notifications because you get all the Phoenix stuff, and there's a lot of it. Same thing with DPS because they cover the entire state. But I don't generally travel through the Superstition Mountains to head to Safford. I usually take the 8 to the 10 and go through Tucson. But because we had this appointment, I went that way.
You went that way,
I've seriously only driven it myself maybe twice my entire life. And my husband has driven it, but I've never driven at night. And it's, often a 2-lane road through there, 2-lane stretch of highway. And it's very dark, and there was a vehicle rollover. I think they overcorrected. It was a single vehicle rollover off the side of the road. They were not actually blocking traffic, but they brought in 2 helicopters. So that's why they needed to clear a large section of the roadway to air flight them out. And I was not able to find information because there's so many things that were happening. A lot of accidents over the weekend all over.
Like I said, I had never used it, and you sent me the text, so I shot him over a tweet, and within, like you said, within minutes, I was able to answer. I actually screenshot it and sent it. You're like, I can't see it; it's not loading. So I copied and pasted what it actually said. But it's nice to have that resource, so that am I going to be here for a couple of hours or just for a few extra minutes?
Right, it is, and I often for really large accidents that impact some of the more prominent roadways, your large sections of the various interstates, ADOT will send out news releases. So I get those, and I'm scrolling through yesterday before we headed back. Okay, anything impacting my way. And we were delayed on the 60 for over an hour. Wow. And yesterday I made it home in just a little over 5 hours. And I left about 7:30 in the morning. I think we beat some of that early morning I-10 traffic, hit a little in Tucson, but the largest chunk of traffic was the last 30 minutes coming into Yuma. I think a lot of people pulled over at the rest areas, and maybe everyone decided to leave at once.
Yeah.
And it was really congested coming through Telegraph. I saw one accident. It looked like the aftermath. They'd already maybe towed one vehicle. This would have been just east of Telegraph Pass. But that was really all I saw. There was a lot of law enforcement on the road, so I'm curious to see, once they have all those stats in, as to DUI-related things.
And that's a good thing. They're just trying to keep us safe. There was a lot of people in town over the holiday, and to me, I don't mind the extra patrol. I don't mind the extra patrol at all. With people going Black Friday shopping, I didn't go get up in the middle of the night to go, early morning shopping on Friday. I waited later into the day, but I still seen quite a presence down in the mall area patrolling, and I have to say, just me being observant and being kind of nosy and watching what people are doing, I noticed a lot more people being vigilant of what's going on around them, putting the things in their trunk, things like that, and it's kind of nice to see that people are finally taking notice of that, because unfortunately there is those negative Nellies out there. We'll get in there.
There are, and I know we had a lot of additional traffic due to the dunes. It's a very popular Thanksgiving weekend spot. You get that long weekend. People like to have their Thanksgiving out there.
Yeah.
And it's always, it's a good time until something bad happens. And I know I saw a few things that did occur, some injuries. Again, please be careful out there. A lot of people come in from out of town, and while not necessarily you and I haven't been out there. So I think it was before I was pregnant, so it's been a number of years where we were actually, at the dunes, but people aren't familiar with the terrain, and they just come over these hills, and it does change often. Winds can affect things, and obviously all the additional traffic out there, that changes the lay of the land. So
it does.
Please, I know we're getting into that season. We have nicer weather, and people want to get out there and enjoy it.
Oh, yeah. I haven't been out to the dunes in quite a while. There's a lot of restrictions and permits and things needed. And to me, it's scary with that many vehicles out there. It tends to get scary. We go visit. We were actually out at Picacho all day yesterday. We went for a Jeep drive, and it was beautiful out there. And it was funny because everybody had already been out there all weekend, so they're coming in, and we're going in just because we're so close that we're able to do that. And we did. We spent the day out there, and it was super beautiful. So.
Well, I took my niece and both Harmony and Jaylee, two of my nieces, and I think it was two of Jaylee's friends went with us, and we drove up to Mount Graham. And it's seriously maybe a 15-minute drive.
Snow?
No. Oh. Well, I got I get notifications from their local newspaper, and it showed that they had closed off one of the main roads, and they had a photo of snow. And I'm thinking, well, Yuma had been around 90, Safford had been about 83, and that's not really conducive to snow weather, even at the higher elevations. And I think it was a stock photo. But remember, over the summer, I think it was in June, July, they had that fire.
Yeah.
And it devastated the area. I went up there with the girls, and we drove up to the second little pull-out area. We have two little canyons with rivers that run through them. Yeah. One of them is called Wet Canyon. And after the fire, they got the traditional monsoon rains. They had a lot of mudslides. It does not look like the same area at all. It's closed off. You could still take the main road and go higher, but the little pull-out areas where there were two little rivers that ran through, those are gone.
Aww.
A lot of the mudslides just came and filled in a lot of the area. It doesn't even look the same, but it's the devastation that hits these areas.
Yes,
and we have the forest fires every year, but some people never have the chance to see it up close. We'd driven through one of the areas, I think when the Chudesky fire hit up in the White Mountains several years ago, we drove through, I think it was the following season. It's still utter devastation.
Yeah.
And
it's so sad.
It is. It's one of those things. And for the people that live in that area too, I mean, that's their way of life. It's their backyard and their home. So please be responsible. Everything's still very dry. I had the most static in my hair I ever had yesterday. It's just, it's a different environment there.
Yeah.
And my dad has well water, but he has a water softener. So that's still different than mine. I held my brush up and my hair stood about 14 inches tall all over. I go, this is not going to work.
Hey, I love the picture. I know your dad's watching. I need one of these things. It is so cool. The cat house.
Oh, yes. It's not. Some people have an idea of a cat house. My dad has a brick cat house for his actual cats on the porch. Did you know?
It's a great idea though because of how cold it gets there. I looked at it and I was like, you know what? That is just genius. I'll have to pull up the picture you sent me so we could show Facebook Live. But it was genius because it is. It gets so cold up there, and your dad does have a lot of feline friends outside.
He only has 8 right now.
Only 8. Okay.
Only 8.
And we call you the crazy cat lady.
Most of the names I can't share on the air or on Facebook Live just because they're interesting names. Some may take offense. We have alternate spellings for some of them. And but did you notice the wood-burning fireplace next to the cat house?
So it stays warm?
Yeah.
Yep, I'm showing it off. If you're not following on Facebook Live, you definitely have to get back and look. But yes, the wood-burning stove is to the left of it, so it keeps them nice and toasty.
Well, if he wants to burn some paper or cardboard or something, he has a pellet stove, and you can't burn anything. They would take, various paper products rather than put them in the trash. They don't have recycling there. They would go ahead and do it that way. And with a pellet stove, you can't.
Yeah.
So, but this way, he's still able to get rid of some of those products and not fill up the landfills. But also gives the kitty cats an opportunity to warm up a little bit.
Yeah, I just thought it was a great idea, and
I come by it honestly, don't I?
Yes. Yes, you definitely.
And I think my cat. I think she was glad to see me home. But then I got the talk to the paw for a while.
Yeah, she would be upset with you for a
well,
little
I think because Jeff was there, and I will feed her various times throughout the day. I'll give her little snacks instead of, some people give a big meal in the morning or later in the evening. I'll give her a couple little small meals. I'm feeding her like Jace eats his protein multiple times throughout the day.
Yeah.
She's kind of on the same regimen. And Jeff doesn't do that. He's like, she get fed at morning, you get fed at night too, and here's your water.
I'm sure she was happy to have you guys home.
Oh, she was. I think so. But it's always good to be home. And one of the mornings was chilly up there, but after that it was mid 40s. I mean, it was 30. I think 39 the first day.
I'm looking forward to our cool down. We went for a bike ride on Saturday morning, from West Wetlands all the way to down by the Pack and back is about a little over 9 miles. And we took the paths down through the West Wetlands, where all the new paths that they've put up, because there's so many different paths down there. And I was wearing a tank top, a long sleeve like Under Armour type shirt, and I wore a hoodie, and I was still kind of chilly up until the way back is finally when you're so warm you want to take off that jacket, but you're sweaty. You're like, no, I'm not going to do it. But it was actually really, really nice. The mornings have been great, but I'm looking forward to being able to keep this sweater on all day.
I agree, and we're still looking at 80 for the high today, and then we'll drop down into the 70s for the rest of the week, and might even see upper 60s by the weekend. We do have a chance of showers later this week.
I saw that.
Now today there are winds in store. We could have gusting up to 30 miles an hour, so just please use caution. We have a lot of areas that have blowing dust, so please be careful if you're driving through those areas. All right, let's go ahead and take a break here on Today in Yuma on Z93 Outlaw Country, MonsterMediaYuma.com, and on Facebook Live. The show is brought to you by Classic Accounting. The end of the year is coming up, and that means it's almost tax time. Classic Accounting has over 30 years of tax experience. They're locally owned and operated and have been since 1986 with 2 locations. You can call 343-1040.
And Sprague Sports is home of Yuma's only indoor shooting range, and they're your hunting and shooting headquarters. We want to wish a congratulations to all of those hunters out there that tagged out this past hunting season. I know they're just wrapping up their last week, so we want to say congratulations to all you hunters out there. I saw some really beautiful bucks come out of there, and I know that a lot of them frequent Sprague Sports. You can find them on 32nd Street next to Lowe's.
And Quick Refrigeration. They are also family owned and operated. Are you seeing a trend here?
I love it. All local.
They've been heating and cooling the Yuma area since 1955. You can visit getcoolquick.com for more details.
And Advocate Pest and Wildlife Services are locally owned and have been providing pest control services in the Yuma area for over 20 years. You can give them a call today at 343-9149 or message them on Facebook.
And definitely go check out their Facebook page. It's under Advocate Pest and Wildlife Services. They have a lot of fun giveaways and cool things happening all the time there.
Yes, they're very active.
It's Today in Yuma. We'll be back with Carol Brown from Helping Hands of Yuma right after this.
Perfect.
Skylar, if we get any notification, we'll let you know. We just heard a loud explosion south of downtown.
We are on the air, so I'm going to have you just come into the FM studio right here and have a seat. And as soon as we have a segment before you, and we'll come grab you as soon as we get done with that. Great.
Thank you very
We
much.
actually have a dinner fundraiser we're going to do in December, so
cool.
I get a quick minute to promote that too.
Absolutely.
We're going to partner with AMVETS on that, so
Oh,
that's
good.
I'm really happy about that.
Okay.
I was texting Mark because he's still here. Where Dunes landed last night was on top of one of the lamps. And I left, and I was like, I didn't turn that lamp off. So thankfully, he's still there. Otherwise, I would have had to run home from here. And he goes, I'm not going to lie. I just did that 2 minutes ago. Definitely a fire hazard. I was like, that's how you know that a man was involved.
Kayla and Mike are twitching somewhere right now. What?
He'll be moved.
Yes, we will be talking with them.
He moves every night, so I will have a talk with him to make sure that he's not in any
Hazardous situations.
Safety first.
Yes, definitely.
We'll start calling him Chevy Chase. All right.
I'm excited.
I'm gonna need a little. My little things here is kind of in the dark. The lights closed, and now I'm my poinsettia.
We're going to have a little LED light.
Yeah, one of the little spotlights Jack gave me right there.
If we have any more of those lights from last year's light parade, those little LED ones were so bright. They were so bright.
Ugh.
Yeah, we'll have to talk about that today, planning for that. Because
Yes.
that's right around the corner.
That's the night. I'm excited.
Right around the corner. No rest for the weary.
Nope, absolutely not.
Not at this time of year.
Well, I'm excited because it's not only light parade, but it's tamale weekend.
Yes,
so.
me too. I'm excited for
Tamales.
for diet.
So you want enchiladas? I'm like, girl's on a diet. She wants enchiladas and
I'm not
she
on
wants
a diet,
tamales.
it's a lifestyle.
Whatever.
I'm just
Same
eating,
difference.
I'm just eating a whole lot less garbage.
Well, mine's in the freezer waiting to be cooked. Because we left Friday morning and we took our kids and our grandkids to go see the Polar Express.
Oh, how
up
was
to the Grand Canyon.
it?
It was wonderful.
It looks so much fun.
I want to do that so bad.
We had booked this almost a year ago.
Yeah, you have
so,
to. Wow.
It was a big deal. Big
The
deal.
kids
And they
love
had
it. Well, I'm sure the adults loved it too.
Yes.
Did you guys wear jammies too?
No.
We need to do a Christmas
No,
PJ
and
show.
it was
Let's do
lovely
it.
to see the children and maybe ladies, but I would have to say no on the guys. There are so many.
They have
reasons why
some
it's
really
wrong.
cool. They have
They
so
do.
many cool ones now, though. Like even the onesies that they
I know.
have are so
I was looking
cute.
at cat onesies last night.
Of course you were.
Some
dig
of the
it.
men, they were doing the walk of shame. I got to tell you, they're like, the girlfriend, she's making me do it. I was like,
Well,
you can tell.
I know, Boss Man. His wife's tradition is everybody gets jammies for Christmas morning.
Yeah.
Even him and everybody, they all have matching jammies. So I'm like, oh, that's gotta be so much fun.
All right.
You ready? Ready?
Yep. Hi, Roberto, Becky, Tanya, Amy.
All right, you ready?
Yep. Welcome back to Today in Yuma. I'm Jennifer.
And I'm Teresa.
We are here live this beautiful Monday morning on Z93 Outlaw Country, MonsterMediaYuma.com, and of course on Facebook Live. Head on over to my page or the station page and you can watch the feed there. Now, next up with us in the studio, no stranger to the show, is Carol Brown with Helping Hands of Yuma.
good morning.
Good morning, Carol.
Glad to have you
be
back.
here today.
Yes.
Loving it. We had a lovely weekend, and now we're getting ready to just go after it, aren't we?
Yeah, she's already in the Christmas spirit. She mentioned that she got to go see the Polar Express, and I'm super jealous.
We did. We did. Well worth it.
Definitely.
Yes, absolutely. But now it's time to get back to
Back to our work
everything
here.
we've got going on. Busy week for us at Helping Hands.
Oh, absolutely. It's your super yard sale fundraiser starting this Friday.
Yes, we do 2 a year, and this will be our first one, although it seems strange because it's the end of the year for everybody else, but this is kind of our kickoff for our fundraising for the coming year. So this Friday and Saturday is the super yard sale. We really are the largest. We have about 1,250 tables out there.
Wow.
See, when I first looked at this, I thought 1,250 items. So 1,250 tables?
Yes.
That's like blocks and blocks and blocks of tables.
It's huge. It's huge. We got the fencing up, the tables out. We started unloading everything that's been donated to us for this sale. And they'll be working all week long. About 100 to 150 people a day work to get this set up.
Goodness.
So that we're ready for Friday morning. And Friday morning, people will start lining up probably by 6 a.m. to get in by 8.
And
because they've been scoping it out.
It goes
And
from
it-
8 to 2.
Yes,
and
both days 8 to 2.
And we encourage you guys to definitely get there early. Parking is limited, and I know that you also last year was the first time I had actually seen it because I'm not out in the foothills area, so I wasn't aware of it. And when I drove past there last year, I was like, now I know why she says be careful where you're parking, because it fills up quick and parking starts overflowing into the neighborhoods. But it's definitely something you want to get out there and look. You can, if you're looking for something that is not your traditional present or something special for that person that has everything, you can probably find it there, I'm sure.
Absolutely. We have all the categories, and some of the really big ones, of course, are going to be the Christmas boutique area. People can get their Christmas decorations at a much better price. They're probably going into those big box stores. Also furniture. We're going to have a beautiful boutique area. It's going to have some high-end items in it. We do get things donated at times, legacy givers, estate givers. So sometimes some of our folks that we've cared for want all of their belongings to go to us because
That's
they don't have
fantastic.
family.
And they know
so
that
there could be some beautiful items in there.
they know for this event that it would be something that would definitely help Helping Hands.
Oh, absolutely, absolutely. Everything that we have in this yard sale are donated items that come in throughout the year. We store these items. We check them. We verify they're in quality condition to sell. They're stored and boxed properly, and then they're all brought out for the yard sales so that we can actually do our fundraising, maybe between, about 33% and maybe 40% of our annual budget is handled between these 2 yard sales. So this really is huge for us, and we would love for as many people as possible to come on out and enjoy the opportunity to get some great bargains.
Our guest is Carol Brown. And Carol, if someone is just tuning in or they have just never been familiar with Helping Hands of Yuma, you guys had a name change this year.
We did, yes. We wanted our name to reflect our desire to serve all of the Yuma community. We are working on building up volunteers that are going to be willing to drive in the city of Yuma, and also those folks that can do what we call the intakes. That's going out and visiting with the senior who would like to be on our services and take down all their information, review our programs and what's available. And so once we have a large enough group of volunteers in place, we'll be able to start providing all of our services throughout Yuma. Right now we can serve the folks in Yuma with some of our services, but we are definitely an organization that is in place to help our seniors 60 and above with the services that we can provide at no charge to them through our volunteers.
And some of those services might be
Probably
the care visits.
It's transportation to the vital appointments. It's grocery shopping, either with them or for them. Making those friendly phone calls and friendly visits, checking on them. Social enrichment is huge. We will have our big Christmas events coming up here pretty soon. We like to say thank you to our volunteers as well as our care clients to wish them a Merry Christmas. We do loan out medical equipment throughout all of Yuma County. So anyone who needs a piece of medical equipment, they are welcome to borrow it. And that's a service that we think is really important for those that can't afford to buy those needed items when they have a medical need. And then also the advocacy and the resource piece, where if someone's looking for help and it's not something that we do, we work at getting them connected to the organization or the entity that can help them, and advocating for them if they have a need, if something's happening, especially with their safety in terms of elder abuse. We are on the front lines. We do work with that.
Your organization is volunteer driven. You need the volunteers, and for you to branch out even further, you were in the greater foothills area. Now that you're trying to branch out further, you need volunteers here in the Yuma area.
Absolutely.
To go out and do these things. And it's as simple as, being able to make the phone calls or things like that. So if you have the time, definitely Helping Hands of Yuma could use your help. And you can always go out this weekend and support them with their yearly fundraiser. Luluann says they go every year to the yard sale. She says really interesting and old board games, a lot of other awesome retro items, but you have to get there early Friday morning.
It's true. We've had a new volunteer come on board this year, and he has experience with eBaying and doing out-of-state, the very high-end flea markets. And he's been looking at some of the treasures that we have coming in, and he says, wow, you guys really do get some valuable items. Do you realize that? These could be going on eBay. So, folks, you can find some treasures out there. I'm telling you, it's well worth your time.
And save on the shipping just by here locally.
Absolutely, and help us out.
And now the location for the yard sale is Gila Mountain United Methodist Church. It's 12716 East North Frontage Road. Now, you encourage people not to park on Frontage Road.
You can't, actually. You will have to move because it's a ticketed area. But this year, plan on getting off at Foothills Boulevard if you're going to take the interstate, because they are working on North Frontage Road.
Right.
There's a section with construction. So get off at Foothills Boulevard. You're going to see us from the interstate.
Oh, definitely.
Just follow the line of cars, perhaps. But look for the fencing, look for our signs, and you're going to see us out in the parking lot. We take up a huge amount of the area. You're going to need to park in the parking lot. There will be... the reserve sheriffs will be out there assisting along as our volunteers.
They were there last year, too. I mean, that additional patrol is necessary just because of the amount of traffic in that area anyway on a normal basis this time of year.
Yes, absolutely. So they'll help us out. And I know that a lot of the folks like to kind of scope things out in advance. They do. We know it. They get out with their binoculars. You can't come.
Really?
Yes. So you can't come. The church asks you, please don't come into the parking lot during the week. they have a preschool, and we need to keep our children safe.
Yes, we do.
So they ask that you not come out and get on the property, but we do have folks that kind of check things out after hours, and they look through the fencing to see if there's something they really, really, really want, so that they're ready to enter and make that purchase.
Well, at least you know that this is something they know that they're going to find that particular piece that they want, and it benefits you as well.
And I know we've talked a lot about getting there early on Friday, but I will tell you that on Saturday, you know, as we start to wind down that day, there's an opportunity for some great deals, because we're not going to pack those items up and put them back in storage for the next sale. The next sale's brand new items. So that means we want everything to go. So plan on that too. If you're the type of person that likes to see what kind of deal you can get on a lot of items, plan, you know, maybe even by 11 or noon Saturday. Come back out and check out and see if the item that you didn't buy on Friday is still there. And maybe you're going to get a deal on it.
It's the Helping Hands of Yuma Super Yard Sale fundraiser this Friday and Saturday, 8 a.m. to 2 p.m. It does get bigger every year. Over 1,250 tables. That's 1,250 tables and 20 different departments. Some of those departments, Carol, might include appliances, Christmas, I mean, perfect time for that.
Yes.
Electronics, tools, furniture, crafts, and lots more.
Oh, there's so much, so much.
I love that you guys organize it by department. It makes it so much easier.
The volunteers work really hard to even put it out on display and have it easy to see. And listen, we talked about the weather before we started talking on the yard sale. I see that there might be rain on Sunday. We are praying like crazy and believing we're going to have the best weather we have ever had at one of our yard sales this Friday and Saturday.
The sun will break through those clouds if they're there.
Yes.
Now, you guys have a baby back pork ribs dinner fundraiser coming up in December.
We do. We are excited about this. We're going to partner with AMVETS, and we are working on doing a fundraiser that's going to benefit both their organization and ours. So we're going to do a baby back rib dinner fundraiser. It's December 10th, and it's going to be $17.50 per person. Listen, this meal is going to be huge. When they told me how much food they could serve, I thought, oh my gosh. So it's well worth the price. It's going to be from 3 to 6. We have the tickets on sale now. Our goal is to sell out before that day. We would like all the tickets sold. You don't have to come and eat there if you don't want to. We're even going to be able to send those dinners out to go. So if you want to get a ticket, you're going to be able to contact AMVETS or contact us at our office. Also, our board members for Helping Hands are going to be assisting, so we're going to be getting tickets in their hands. So you might have a direct hookup right here nearby that can assist you with getting your tickets. But if you'll just call the office, 305-9974, we're going to be able to assist you with that. We'll be happy to get those tickets in your hands.
All right, our guest with us today, Carol Brown from Helping Hands of Yuma. Again, lots of opportunities. We have the yard sale. They're looking for volunteers, and the dinner coming up in December. Thank you so much for coming in, Carol.
Thank you, ladies. Happy holidays and Merry Christmas.
Merry
Christmas. We have to go take our Lotus Day Spot and Salon selfie with Carol out in the nice, brisk courtyard right now, but we love it. The show is brought to you by Classic Accounting. Let Classic Accounting take the stress out of doing your business payroll taxes. They're locally owned and operated, and they have been since 1986. Schedule your business consultation today at 343-1040.
And Sprague Sports. The Sprague's family is proud to offer Yuma shooters a clean, comfortable, safe place to shoot, train, and educate. The range facility is dedicated to the memory of George W. Sprague, a die-hard shooter, competitor, and gun enthusiast. You can find Sprague's on 32nd Street next to Lowe's.
And I see Jay just joined the Facebook Live feed, so perfect timing. The show is also brought to you by Quick Refrigeration. He works for Quick. Stop by on Fridays for Free Filter Friday. Take in your old air filter, and they will give you a brand new free standard 1-inch air filter at 190 West 10th Street, and they also provided that air conditioner for Helping Hands.
Yes, they did.
And Advocate Pest and Wildlife Services offers wildlife control like feral cat trapping, snake and skunk relocation, and pigeon extraction. Call 928-343-9149 or message them on Facebook.
We'll be back.
I didn't move my finger down to keep my place.
Got a frog in my throat.
It's
It's that Monday morning. Yeah, it's that Monday after a holiday weekend.
Oh,
really?
wow.
One of our grandkids, our grandson, they were doing fun stuff on the train. So the lady wanted to know everybody knew Christmas songs. Our grandson, who is 7, got up on the microphone
And led
did
the way?
12 days of Christmas.
Oh my gosh!
It was amazing.
Smile! Awesome. Thank you. Thank you again.
Good to see you. Good to
All right.
see you. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. Let's get the word out.
Of course.
I know. We'll get you some information.
Yes.
There's a lot going on, and the board meeting dates even changed.
Okay.
So I have to remind Jody.
Hi, I'm Teresa.
What's going on there?
Nice
Perfect.
to meet you.
The fundraising meeting, board meeting, and
You guys can have
tickets.
some
Perfect.
lunch.
Okay.
Thank
Thank
you.
you.
Thank you. Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.
Don't forget you're on Facebook Live the whole time, okay? She's coming in right now.
Awesome.
Good morning.
Good morning.
If you guys have a Facebook page, you can share the feed there. That way people can go back and watch it.
Because they'll see your
they'll see
feed.
it. Joel, what is your last name?
Flores, Flores.
And Dave?
Braden.
Perfect. It came up really quick. I saw it and I'm thinking, oh my gosh, that's like this weekend.
We've been planning it since mid-March, right after Minneapolis, we've been planning it.
Cool.
So it's crunch time.
Well, we'll do our best to get some more people there for you. You can grab those microphones, grab them by the middle right here and pull them right on up to you. We still have about 45 seconds. We have Joel Flores. You want to write it down? I know you like to. That way I can update everything later too.
Joel with an L
Yes, ma'am.
and Flores with an S or a Z.
S.
Okay.
And Dave Braden.
How do you spell your last name, Dave?
Braden.
Just like it sounds. All right. Awesome.
All right, about 15 seconds. Have you ever been on the radio before?
Never.
It'll be super easy. I can tell you're awfully quiet over there. It's super easy, I promise.
The more quiet, the more nervous.
I know, right?
This is the if it's your first time, this is the place
This
to
is
do it.
definitely the place to do it.
We don't bite very hard.
If at all.
Right, you ready?
Yep. Welcome back to Today in Yuma. I'm Jennifer.
And I'm Teresa.
We are here live this Monday morning on Z93, Outlaw Country, MonsterMediaYuma.com, and on Facebook Live, courtesy of FTS Automotive.
Yes, and we have two awesome guests here today. They are new to the show. We've never had them in. We have Joel Flores and Dave Braden with the Ghouls Night Out. They're here to talk about the events you have coming up this weekend.
Yes, ma'am.
All right, well, tell us what you got going on.
We have a Ghouls Night Out car show. It'll be going on December 2nd, this upcoming Saturday, from 9 a.m. to 8 p.m. We have a couple bands going on. Right now, we're doing this. The proceeds are going, part of the proceeds are going to Amberley's Place. Amberley's Place is a victim center with a crisis response team that assists victims of domestic violence, child abuse, adult sexual assault, and elderly abuse here in Yuma, Arizona. So part of the proceeds are going to their place.
Okay, so this is coming up this Saturday from 9 a.m. to 8 p.m. So it's going to go on all day long.
It's all day long. Live bands. We have some people coming in from San Diego. Bands coming in from San Diego. We're going to have face painting for the food vendors. The roll-in time is 8:30. It's open to a lot of categories.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, this car show is strictly not just old custom cars. They're open to lowriders. A lot of the different types of genres of cars. Yeah.
Now, is the entry for that closed, or can people still get involved?
The entry right now, it's pre-registered. It's $10, but the day can also register the day of the show, which is $15.
Okay. Now, I see there's a Hell on Heels burlesque review.
Yes,
Explain
ma'am.
that.
What's a burlesque review coming in from San Diego? It's something new added. I mean, this is going to be our 11th annual car show.
Wow.
And yes, we do have a burlesque review coming in from San Diego. with an additional $3 fee to view. But yes.
Is that all ages, or are we looking
Yeah,
at restrictions for
it
any of
is-
the events?
Basically, I believe it's all 16 and over.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think he's making an executive decision right there.
We've done that.
Don't quote me on that.
We'll find out for sure, definitely.
Exactly.
Where's the location of this going to be held?
It's going to be at the Fraternal Order of Eagles, 398 here in Yuma, Arizona, right next to City Hall.
Okay, so that's 225 First Avenue. If you're from the Yuma area, you can't miss it. It's right there, right next to City Hall. I think they even share a parking lot.
Yes, they do.
Across from the Gandolfo building.
Yeah.
It's just all in that area. You won't be able to miss it if there's a car show there, trust me.
Exactly.
Well, you have some bands here. You have the Rockettes,
The Rockettes.
Outlaw In-Laws, Ghost Town Gamblers, the Cat Chasers, and the Steady 45s.
Yes.
So you have lots of entertainment, and like you said, this is going to be going on all day, and this is going to be benefiting Amberley's Place,
Yes,
correct?
ma'am. Yes.
Now, how long has the Ghouls Car Club been around?
We've been around for about roughly around 14 years. Ghouls, the name came out. It's my buddies. They started it. I've been a Ghoul member for about 5 years already, but I've always been, we grew up together. So it's the Ghouls name came out from the Misfits song called Ghouls Night Out. So that's where we got our name from.
Now, Dave, how long have you been a member?
2 years?
It's 2-3 years, yeah.
Okay,
years.
so you're newer to the group.
Yeah, I moved from Michigan.
Oh, gotcha.
to
Okay.
here, and I joined up with these guys.
All right. Now, what as a club, what do you guys do?
Cruise around, exhibit our cars, and we constantly go to these other car shows in California. We normally go. We did have one. We had one in Kingman about a month ago. Also, we have a Ghouls chapter up there, so we had a car show up there too.
Oh, that's pretty
So-
cool.
And we usually attend the Viva Las Vegas car show, which is upcoming in the next.
That's a
April.
big. That's a
That's
big
a big
show.
show.
That's a big show.
And what do each of you drive?
We both have 50 Mercuries.
Oh, wow.
50 chop top Mercuries. Have you ever seen
That makes sense now, the name tag.
If you ever seen
Okay.
Sylvester Stallone and Cobra, those are the type of cars we drive.
Okay. Well, their name tags, we have Merc Dave,
Oh, yeah.
and then
I'm Joel Merck, yes.
I'm like, okay.
It makes sense. It
Yeah.
makes sense.
Anita was the one that picked up on that. Thank you for that.
Well, and I love that you guys, you guys are a local club, and like you said, you have chapters, other places. But the fact that you guys do things for the community like this to help some of our local organizations is really awesome of you guys. So again, that's the Ghouls Night Out. Really, it's an all day out coming this Saturday from 9 a.m. to 8 p.m. at the Fraternal Order of the Eagles. Again, they are looking for entries. It doesn't have to be a particular type of car, correct?
No, we have entries for muscle cars, like I said, motorcycles, street rods, even cars that are customized in a certain way, but under construction, they're still working on them.
Right.
It's open to all these categories. There will be trophies. There's no entry fee. It's open to the public. It's free admission. And again,
For the people that are going to attend.
Yes.
yes.
Okay.
But just the entry fee
Yeah,
for
entry
those
fee
who
for $10,
who
uh-huh.
enter their vehicles and then who attend the Hell on Heels burlesque review.
Yeah.
A small fee for that also.
Yes.
But again, the cool thing is a portion of the proceeds will help benefit Amberley's Place right here in Yuma.
If anybody has any questions, where can they contact you at?
Well, we could contact our president, Felipe Dorame. Can I give a phone number?
Oh, yeah, go ahead.
Absolutely.
Uh-huh.
His number is 928-261-5381. And we also have Beppo Serrano. He's our vice president.
Okay.
And his number is 928-750-6373.
That sounds like a good time. Definitely want to get out there this weekend. Support the Ghouls. Support Amberley's Place. Again, it's an all-day event, and even if you can only get out there for a couple hours, get in there and do your best to support our local community.
At the Eagles, that is located at 225 South First Avenue right here in Yuma. Our guests today, Joel Flores and Dave Braden with the Ghouls Night Out Car Show. Thank you so much for coming in, gentlemen.
Thank you for having us.
Thank you.
Thank you.
We have to go take our Lotus Day Spa and Salon selfie with these gentlemen. If you have any questions, again, you can call
Felipe?
at 261-5381 or Peppo at 750-6373. We'll be back with Today in Yuma on Z93, Outlaw Country, MonsterMediaYuma.com, and Facebook Live, courtesy of FTS Automotive. After this, we'll be back.
Gotta go take our selfie. We take selfies with everybody.
We put them on our website and then we share them on social media, Facebook and Twitter and Instagram. All right, let's get in over here. Come right on this side. There we go. We're working around that. The glare there?
Yeah, there we go, right there.
Scoot on in over here.
Here it goes.
Smile! Try not to cover Jen's head.
I don't know.
Thank you. Nice you guys to come in. We'll set up.
Very nice to meet you. Thank you for coming down.
Bye.
Awesome.
Thanks, guys. You guys have a good day.
Thank you, Anita.
Of course.
On the Facebook Live camera. I had to move my sunset. I couldn't see.
You couldn't see?
No. Carol was sitting over here, and then
Good
Joel's
morning,
sitting in the
cousin. He
corner.
says, Happy Monday,
Oh,
cousin
is that
Jennifer.
Eric?
It's Eric.
Hi, Margaret, Bob, Brittany, Karina. I got to get in and see her. It was too crazy last week.
I'm going to see Cass on Thursday for a touch-up. I'm excited. Of itchiness again.
All right.
A minute and a half. We have our national days we didn't get to. I have a couple of birthdays.
I have a few things. I know. Page 2 is birthdays.
Oh my gosh! You were kidding.
I don't even know that's all of them either. I was trying to find an easy way. Come on. So quiet. I gotta decorate my house now. All the neighbors put stuff up this weekend. Jeff was like, "What's that weird lights?" Because they all had this stuff up.
Our neighbors were putting stuff up in our neighborhoods and stuff on Thanksgiving Day. They usually do, and it was funny because Kevin never took the Christmas lights down.
So I just turn them
He
on.
just plugged them in. He's like, "We're done." It's like,
He never took them down.
no,
I didn't notice him when we were over there
he
decorating.
never took them down. So he just plugged them in, and we were good to go. But I can actually get my wreath out. Lisa made me a wreath a couple years. It's been like 3 years.
Oh, I still have
now.
that one to bring you, too. It was the one on the outside of the door that I had on the back side of my door in my office. I gave Chrissy one. I think I took her red and white stripe.
Did you do a shoot with her?
No.
Oh, you're fired.
You were supposed to.
Yes.
I know. There were
It's
a
okay,
lot
we'll
of-
do one for mine. Since I'm going to be middle-aged. Whole 35
Can't wrap
years
your
old.
head around that, can you?
No, it's I can't. Can you tell I'm still bitter about that? I'm like, no, I'm not middle-aged. 35 is not middle-aged. We're talking about
Anita and I hear barely like.
I know, we must be decrepit. You're decrepit.
All right, you ready? Yep.
Welcome back to Today in Yuma. I'm Jennifer.
And I'm Teresa.
We are here on Z93 Outlaw Country, MonsterMediaYuma.com, and on Facebook Live. And if you want to tune in, you don't have Facebook, but you're still curious, we'll also have the show available on our YouTube channel at Monster Media Yuma a little bit later today.
Yes, MonsterMediaYuma.com. Just click on the Today in Yuma tab. There you'll find the day show. And also, if you have an event coming up or a birthday shout out you want to get to us, on the Today in Yuma tab on MonsterMediaYuma.com, you'll see a little entry form. Right there, you can fill it out. It goes to both Jennifer and myself's email. Anything, like you said, like I said, if you have an event coming up or just a birthday, or you want to say hi, or you have a question, if you don't have our emails, which is pretty easy to find on MonsterMediaYuma.com as well, you can just shoot us an email right there.
And if you do have a holiday-related event, please give us plenty of time to let our listeners know about it.
ASAP.
I know we've got an interview coming up. We have the Journey to Bethlehem. Those folks will be in. And let me see, it's the Cindy Klein Memorial Handbill.
Oh, the handbills, yeah.
I think that's what that one's called. I don't have that paperwork in front of me, but
We want to get as many community events in as we can, especially for this holiday. And I know people tend to think about it, oh, it's like next week, or get a hold of us now, because our schedule does get quite full and we want to make sure we have enough time to get the word out for you.
And a lot of these are traditions. They're events that have been going on for a number of years. And it's always a great way to find a way to add something new, maybe to your own family routine during the holidays. I know as a family, we would go look at Christmas lights. And I love driving through downtown Safford because one of the insurance companies had a display in the window of Santa. And it was Santa in his bed. And he was sleeping. You could see his stomach go up and down.
Oh, how cool.
The things that you just remember when you're little, to me, that was a huge thing. And I think they closed that business several years ago, but I was downtown for another event that they had their Merry Main Street event this weekend. They usually do that right after Thanksgiving each year. And a few years back, I'm like, where'd Santa go?
Well, it's been that many years. I'm sure Santa didn't last that long. Well, it's like the staple here is obviously Candy Cane Lane, and when I remember as a child, driving down or walking down Candy Cane Lane, and we do that now with Eli, and you still see some of them will still use those same traditional. I think one of them is like the Peanuts gang, and the Grinch is always there. It seems like it's been the same Grinch for ever since I was young. So those are just a couple of staples that we see here.
And then we also have the Storybook Lane out in the Foothills.
Oh,
that
yeah,
takes
that's
place
right.
off of Foothills
I
Boulevard.
haven't actually been to that one.
You know what? And it's grown year to year. I haven't lived out there since 2009, but they were a block from my house. So we would walk around the corner and just go check it out. And it's primarily winter visitors that live in that area.
Yeah.
It's a continuation of a story from house to house. They have plywood and they're
that is
decorated
so cool.
with, it's like you're turning the pages of a book as you drive down. Some would come out, offer hot chocolate, candy canes for the kids.
Yeah.
It's just, it's a unique experience. And I know a lot of people are doing it every year. We have the Electric Light Parade coming up on the 9th. And we are excited here at Monster Media to be involved with that again.
We are, and we have the awesome Corktone Classics again this year coming up on our float, and they're always so much fun. So I definitely look forward to that. We are still putting together our theme for the float, trying to figure out what we're going to do, but that'll be one of the surprises.
But is the actual parade theme this year Christmas movies?
Christmas movie classics,
Okay.
I believe. So that could be anything.
Yes.
That could really be anything.
We are a creative bunch here. And by the time we add Anita and Janice into this, there's no telling what we can come up with. They are such out-of-the-box thinkers. These two are brilliant.
Yes, definitely. So super excited for that. One of the events that I'm actually participating in to help the garden club over at Alice Burns School, their Relay for Life team, this Saturday at Alice Burns School in the cafeteria, we will be doing pictures with Santa. I will be doing the pictures, and Santa Claus will be there, and it's also pet friendly. So if you want to do your Santa pictures with your pets, this is definitely an opportunity for you to do so at Alice Burns School cafeteria this Saturday from 10 to noon. It's only a 2-hour window, so definitely want to get there. They're going to have baked goods there. Small donations are always welcome for the Relay for Life team over at Alice Burns School.
It was a lot of fun last year, and last year the proceeds benefited a student that attended there.
I remember, yeah.
For her family to help with medical costs for the treatment that she was going through. And when you say pet friendly, these people bring pets that are wearing matching outfits with them. It's so cute.
You know what? I think it's going to be so much fun to see the whole family match like that. I love when we get Christmas pictures like that. So it's definitely going to be a lot of fun. I'm glad that I know that there's some different kinds of pets out there. I'm glad I'm going to be behind the camera and not Santa Claus to buy the animals.
Santa and I had a talk last year.
Oh, did you?
And I said, are all pets welcome? Santa loves all living creatures, but he prefers that snakes not arrive.
As we all do.
Santa is not snake friendly at the Santa photos.
Definitely. I would agree with that. I'm not snake friendly as well.
And Santa's been a long time listener and friend of the station.
Yes,
so we
he
do
has.
appreciate him and Mrs. Claus both, and all of those at
Yes. Alice Burns. And definitely, again, this weekend, it's from 10 to noon at Alice Burns cafeteria.
See, you can still make it to the Helping Hands yard sale.
Yeah,
out in the Foothills.
plenty of time.
Make it to the Ghouls car show. Get some Christmas pictures taken.
Yeah.
And enjoy a little baking time and have a little fun with the family.
Sounds good to me.
I'm going to be probably putting decorations up. And it's funny because we've had this little warm spell the last few days. I think it was the year before last. I'm hanging lights on the fence and I get stung by a bee. thinking, isn't it too cold for bees?
You know-
But it was warmer then too.
We were out, like I said, we were out at Picacho yesterday, and the bees were out. I know there was we one of the areas that we take a break in the Narrows. There was like quite a few bees in that tree. But Kevin, I don't know if you saw my Snapchat yet, but we came across a tarantula.
Really?
And I was surprised to see, and my husband said he's seen, I think he said he's seen 3 this year. It's because it's still warm
warmer
out.
for them.
Yeah, he decided, now we definitely don't recommend this to anybody, but he put his hand down and it crawled over his hand, and he's being weird.
I don't mind tarantulas.
Sure.
I don't-
Yeah,
I
they're
stayed
fine.
in the truck and I watched it from
I
afar.
told you, my 6th grade teacher, Mr. Rowley, had Ranchi, a pet tarantula, in our class that year. And Ranchi was a good little tarantula. I see that Danny Lynn says she listens every day. Happy birthday, everybody.
Happy 30th,
30th birthday.
Happy 30th birthday. We hope you have a wonderful day. You know, I have another birthday here, and you have a long list of,
I
of
do.
birthdays.
It was a busy 9 months prior.
I want to give a quick birthday shout out to one of our local monsters, definitely one of our favorites, the Crickton Classics lead singer, Eric Macias. We want to wish you a very happy birthday.
That's right, Eric. And David Weldon celebrating a birthday today, along with Manny Quintero, Angel Lorraine, Daniel Flores, Jonathan Rogers, Lori Almadvar, and Shannon Calderon. Shannon's one of my longtime friends, going way back to high school days.
Oh
so
gosh,
happy-
so many birthdays. You know, we actually had a birthday shout out last week, and since we weren't on air, we weren't able to do it live on air for you. But I want to give a quick birthday shout out to Ronnie Beck from your beautiful wife. She called and gave you a birthday shout out. So Ronnie, we want to wish you a very happy birthday. And my wonderful mother-in-law, Leah Straub, her birthday was last Wednesday, so we want to wish you a happy birthday as well.
That's right. And if you have a special birthday or event coming up, please let us know about it. We would love to share anniversary wishes, birthday wishes, or even reunions. A lot of class reunions. Most of those have taken place, but there's still some coming up.
You know what? You mentioned anniversary, and I have to look it up really quick. I want to wish Darcy and David Root a very happy 28th. Let me look here. I want to say it's 29-year anniversary.
Happy anniversary,
Happy anniversary
guys.
to you too.
All right. Today is November 27th, and it's National Craft Jerky Day.
Okay.
No, that just means it's...
It sounds scary to me.
No, it's not your traditional just beef jerky. There's so many different
Okay.
flavors and stuff like that.
Sounds good.
And a lot of people focus on the different creations of the dehydrated treat. I know my guys like teriyaki. I just like the original or peppered. I like a little bit of spicy jerky, but not jalapeno because I see that out there too.
Or even the ones with the red pepper flakes. Those get really hot.
They can get a little bit warm there. But I had a few different variations of jerky over the weekend. You know.
Oh, did your dad make you some?
No, but he should for next time. I forgot to tell him I need more barbecue sauce.
Oh yeah, that's right. We didn't get any barbecue sauce this time.
I'm out of my barbecue sauce, and that but I figured, you know what? He was slaving anyway over Thanksgiving dinner.
He just needs to come down and visit and do all these things here. then we could Facebook Live him.
Yeah, this is what
Come
happens.
on, Ace.
This is what happens in Ace's kitchen. No, he did. My sister-in-law did all the pies, and then they live next door to my dad down the hill. But all the kids brought the pies up, and my dad did the turkey and the sweet potatoes and the stuffing, and the traditional fare.
Yeah.
But he normally does a Sunday dinner, and he goes, "You're all on your own Sunday. I'm not cooking again."
Leftovers. Try to eat the leftovers.
There aren't any leftovers though.
Well, there's quite a few of you.
Yeah, there's a decent amount of people there. Some appetite.
That's why I made my turkey, because we like to have the leftovers. I surprisingly I only ate once on Thanksgiving. I went to 2 different places and only ate once because I didn't spread it out. It was too good at my grandma's house, so I had to have more potatoes.
I ate and I was very good. I had like a tablespoon of this, small portions. And because I did want to allow myself a piece of coconut cream pie, which is my favorite.
Oh, did
So I had a piece.
Was it homemade?
Yes, it was. I think Tennille made it. That's my sister-in-law.
Ooh.
Very good.
Lucky,
So thank you
lucky.
very much.
I didn't
there.
even have any pie. What is wrong with me?
I think they brought up 8 pies, and that didn't count the 4 my dad had in the fridge.
And you know what? Usually we'll make an apple pie. I did not. That's what I'm gonna do for Christmas. I didn't have any pie. I didn't. I did. I ate quite a bit.
You know
and
what?
didn't want
Speaking of desserts, because I do want to throw this in
you
there.
did brownies.
Yeah, I did brownies for Crossroads Mission, and I saw one of their volunteers posted. Him and his son or I'm sorry, I think it was a gentleman. I was scrolling through very
Yeah.
quickly. They were delivering the meals to the homebound individuals through Crossroads Mission. And again, we always say they run out of desserts. They did again. And this couple stopped at Subway and bought a bunch of cookies to help meet the demands of what they needed for the meals they were delivering. So let's get cracking now and start working on stuff. We can even do frozen pies for Christmas. And they did over 5,000 meals over that 3-day period.
Wow.
So and the same thing comes up again for Christmas. So let's make sure they are stocked for desserts.
You know, all of our kids have those cookie fundraisers that they do. I know I just got some wonderful cookies in from my best friend's daughter. They were delicious. You have your freezer full of cookies. Definitely give them a good home at the Crossroads Mission.
That's right. We will see you here tomorrow. Allison from Arizona Western College will be here. And I think Melanie from Avanti Skin Centers of Yuma will be stopping by if my calendar is correct in my head. It's today in Yuma. Thank you all so much for listening. We will see you bright and early tomorrow. Don't forget, get those entries in for Lotus Day Spa and Salon, that $50 gift certificate. Text the keyword Lotus, Lotus, to 928-343-0993. We will see you tomorrow on Z93, Outlaw Country, MonsterMediaYuma.com, and on Facebook Live. KCYK Yuma and KLJZ Yuma. All right. Thank you, Anita,
All right,
for
guys.
running the
See you
camera. Bye.
tomorrow. 10 seconds.